Business Book Summaries.
Let's begin the book summary today by delving into the personal story. I was just an ordinary guy with dreams that seemed too big for my reality. One day, while wandering through a small bookstore in my town, I stumbled upon a weathered copy of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Intrigued by the title, I decided to give it a shot and see if there was any substance to the promise of wealth and success. As I flipped through the pages, Hill's words resonated with me. The principles of positive thinking, goal setting, and the power of the mind seemed like the missing pieces to my puzzle. Inspired, I decided to put the teachings into practice. I started setting clear goals, visualizing success, and adopting a positive attitude in my daily life. The changes were subtle at first, but I felt a shift in my mindset. Opportunities that I hadn't noticed before suddenly seemed within reach. Motivated by my initial success, I hungered for more knowledge. That's when a fellow reader in the bookstore recommended another Hill classic, Outwitting the Devil. Intrigued by the intriguing title, I grabbed a copy and dived into a narrative that felt like a conversation with the author himself. Outwitting the Devil opened my eyes to the internal battles we face: procrastination, fear, self-doubt. It was a wake-up call, urging me to confront my own demons and fears head-on. Armed with the wisdom from both books, I set out on a journey of self-discovery and success. I was no longer just dreaming, I was actively shaping my destiny. The corporate world, once intimidating, became my playground. I set ambitious career goals, devised detailed plans, and executed them with precision. The principles from Think and Grow Rich guided me in navigating the external world, while the insights from Outwitting the Devil equipped me to conquer the internal struggles.
Before we delve further, remember that we regularly share new content. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Business Book Summaries and hit the notification bell for the latest updates.
Success, however, wasn't a smooth sail. Challenges emerged, setbacks happened, but I remembered the lessons from Outwitting the Devil. I refused to let fear and doubt paralyze me. I confronted setbacks with resilience and an unwavering belief in my abilities. As the years passed, I found myself at the peak of my career, achieving financial stability and gaining the respect of my peers. The once timid dreamer was now a confident achiever, thanks to the transformative power of Hill's teachings. Reflecting on my journey, I realized the profound impact these books had on my life. I wasn't just a passive reader, I was an active participant in my own success story. Inspired by my transformation, I started mentoring others in my community, sharing the invaluable lessons from Think and Grow Rich and Outwitting the Devil. Little did I know that my journey would become a source of inspiration for others in my community. The small town that once seemed ordinary became a hub of aspiration and success, all sparked by the wisdom found within the pages of two life-changing books. Napoleon Hill was a forward-thinking author when he penned Outwitting the Devil. Some of the concepts in the book might have been considered controversial during its time of creation in 1938. However, these ideas have proven themselves to be true over time, reinforcing their relevance today. Despite being deemed controversial by Hill's family and friends, the book remained in manuscript form until its publication in 2011. What makes the book contentious is its unique approach. It unfolds as a kind of one-on-one interview between Napoleon Hill and the devil. Yet, this devil isn't a physical entity, it's a metaphor representing negative energy. Hill uses this metaphor to symbolize the forces that plant seeds of doubt, fear, limitation, and negative thoughts in the minds of most individuals, hindering them from leading happy, healthy, and successful lives. Throughout the book, Hill poses questions to the devil, unraveling the underhanded tricks that hold people back in life. By doing so, he provides insights into how to turn these challenges around and leverage the knowledge for personal advantage. The book delves into the power of the mind, offering guidance on overcoming fears that impede one's pursuit of dreams and taking control of life to outsmart the metaphorical devil. In this audiobook summary, you'll explore Napoleon Hill's personal journey from failure to success. The narrative connects with his previous bestseller, Think and Grow Rich, discussing how to identify personal obstacles such as fear, procrastination, anger, and jealousy. The devil uses these obstacles to thwart success, but the summary provides principles of good that lead to triumph over these challenges. A central theme in the audiobook is the idea that most difficulties are self-created, but so are most successes. By controlling thoughts and forming helpful habits, individuals can decrease difficulties and increase successes. The summary highlights a crucial quote from the book: "Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success." It emphasizes the importance of transforming fear into faith to achieve success in any endeavor. The second big idea emphasizes the devil as negative energy. The devil, as portrayed by Hill, represents the negative side of everything, controlling people's minds by fostering fear, limitation, and negative thoughts. The summary outlines 6 specific forms of fear identified by Hill, including fear of poverty, criticism, bad health, losing love, old age, and death. The devil's business, according to Hill, is to represent the negative side and control negative thoughts. To overcome these challenges, the summary suggests transforming fears into faith as a prerequisite for success. It emphasizes that while feeling fear is natural when pursuing big dreams, having faith in oneself and taking action is crucial to move forward. Your thoughts are your own, and they can't be controlled by negative energy. If you don't allow fear to dominate your mind, you won't be controlled by it. Even if you still feel fear, you can overcome it. True freedom comes to those who learn to think independently, inspiring others to do the same, making them adversaries of negativity. Here's a practical insight: take charge of your thoughts, think for yourself, and release fears about the unknown. Focus on what's happening now, let go of what you can't control, and concentrate on what you can control within your influence. Identify the seeds of fear and put them to rest. To achieve this, ask yourself what you can control in your environment. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you spend your time, who you surround yourself with, your thoughts, and your decisions. Shift your mindset from fear to faith, taking action toward your goals. Now, let's explore the idea of drifters versus non-drifters. The devil, as described by Hill, seeks to make people drifters, those who let life happen to them or allow others to think for them. Non-drifters, on the other hand, think for themselves and actively shape their lives. Habits are the key factor influencing whether one becomes a drifter or non-drifter. Good habits lead to a purposeful life, while bad habits result in a purposeless existence. Traditional schooling, religious leaders, and parents may inadvertently contribute to unhealthy habits in children, stifling their curiosity and independent thinking. Drifting occurs due to poor habits and decisions, such as unhealthy choices, relationship conflicts, or fear-driven career choices. Drifters lack purpose, while non-drifters have well-organized plans and goals, guided by a strong purpose. Encourage independent thinking, explore creativity, and develop healthy habits to avoid drifting. Next, we delve into personal obstacles and how the devil uses them. The devil, in Hill's metaphorical interview, reveals effective tricks for derailing people, including propaganda and bribes. Propaganda influences people without their awareness, infiltrating various aspects of life. Bribes, such as love, money, or power, are methods by which negative thoughts enter the mind, leading to drifting. To protect yourself from these obstacles, adopt the principles of good outlined in the book. Now, let's move on to the concept of hypnotic rhythm. Rhythm is like the final stage of habit. Any thought or physical movement that's repeated over and over through habit becomes a rhythm. Once a habit reaches this rhythm stage, breaking it is tough though not impossible. If you find yourself in the rhythm of something, snapping out of it can be challenging. The bottom line is that those who control their minds, form healthy habits, and escape negative thoughts and habits can break free from this web. It's possible to hypnotize yourself into a positive rhythm. In this big idea, Hill also stresses the importance of community and shared goals and relationships. Highlighting the strength he found in his wife during the interview-based book we're summarizing, he emphasizes how two minds focusing on the same goal can break through obstacles and reinforce success-building habits. Another crucial point is that your mind attracts what it dwells on. The idea, first written about by Hill in 1919, has been popularized by books like The Secret. In simple terms, deeds follow thoughts. The last takeaway is that hypnotic rhythm, in itself, isn't good or bad, it's like a magnet. For the non-drifter, it's a means to achieve success. For the drifter, it leads to losing their way. Here's an actionable insight. Harness the power of hypnotic rhythm by focusing on your goals and developing habits that lead you toward them. If you're interested in understanding more about leveraging the power of habit for your goals, check out our summary of The One Thing by Gary Keller. Moving on to big idea number 6, Hill introduces the principle of definiteness of purpose. He emphasizes that anyone who can be definite in their aims and plans can make life hand over whatever is wanted. Definiteness of purpose involves being purpose-driven, goal-oriented, intentional, and focused on accomplishing your goals. However, Hill warns of the seed of danger's sudden greed for power and ego if you're not careful. Hill recognizes the difference between temporary defeat and failure. Those who are definite in their plan and purpose won't see failure. They may face temporary defeat, but they won't change their purpose. The discussion extends to the devil's allies, churches and schools. Hill suggests that the church perpetuates fear by promoting beliefs in hell and the devil, while schools often hinder independent thinking by emphasizing recitation and memorization. The power of prayer is also explored. Negative prayer focused on problems tends to bring negative results, whereas positive prayer from someone who knows what they want tends to yield positive outcomes. The key takeaway is to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Hill emphasizes that your dominating thoughts attract their physical counterpart through a definite law of nature. Here's your actionable insight for this big idea. Develop a clear course of action that creates habits leading to your goals. Work towards transforming the local school system into an educational environment that fosters self-motivated, independent thinkers. Actively engage in the education of our future. Big idea number 7 is all about self-discipline, a key ingredient for true freedom. Napoleon Hill teaches us that no man is free who is not master of himself. The trick, according to Hill, is to crystallize your dominating desires into their physical equivalent through a definiteness of purpose, backed by definite plans and aided by rhythm and time. While discovering your definite purpose and creating an action plan might take some time and effort, developing a regular rhythm of habits requires upfront discipline. Hill identifies 3 appetites that every individual must master: hunger, sex, and the expression of loosely organized opinions. To master these doesn't mean complete suppression, but understanding how to feed them without overindulging. For instance, healthy eating and exercise can master hunger, positively impacting mental and emotional health. Sex transmutation, the controlled use of sexual energy, can be a powerful force for achieving goals and boosting creativity. Lastly, controlling the urge to express loosely organized opinions helps in building positive relationships and networking opportunities. Here's your actionable insight for this big idea. Develop healthy habits around food, exercise, and overall well-being. While it might be challenging initially, start small. Force yourself to make positive choices until they become automatic habits. Remember, what's hard to do initially becomes hard not to do once it becomes a habit. Moving on to big idea number 8, Hill shares insights on learning from adversity. According to him, failure often serves as a blessing in disguise as it breaks the grip of hypnotic rhythm and allows the mind a fresh start. Failure becomes a blessing for those who are driven because it brings opportunities. Hill emphasizes that failure only becomes permanent when accepted as such. Instead, view it as a setback or an obstacle to overcome a challenge that paves the way for ultimate success and growth. People find themselves either blessed with abundance or stuck in poverty because they've made the state of their existence permanent through hypnotic rhythm. For example, someone stuck in poverty might remain in that state if they constantly focus on their financial problems and circumstances. The key takeaway here is to shift your focus from problems to solutions, as what you focus on tends to expand, even if it's something you wish to avoid. If you constantly focus on lack and the problems you're facing, it expands your potential for negativity. Shifting your focus to solutions and positive thoughts leads to productive actions and powerful results. Changing our thoughts and acting accordingly can alter the outcomes in our lives. Adversity, rather than a setback, is a tool that forces introspective thinking, breaking old habits and paving the way for new ones. Actionable insights for this big idea include focusing 80% on solutions and 20% on problems, emphasizing solutions over dwelling on problems. When facing failure, change your thought patterns, recognizing that past failures don't determine your future. Failure is not the end but an obstacle requiring a solution. Moving on to big idea number 9, environment and time are crucial for success. The people we surround ourselves with and how we spend our time influence our ultimate selves. Non-drifters are cautious about their environment, while drifters become victims of it. Harmonizing with a positive environment over time shapes our thoughts and habits. Negative thoughts are punished, and positive thoughts are rewarded with success. Actionable insights for this big idea involve surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, being cautious in developing relationships, and learning to say no to negative influences. Evaluate if the people around you are supporting or hindering your growth. Say yes to those who inspire and improve your life. The key takeaway from Outwitting the Devil is that you control your destiny by taking actionable steps, building habits, and creating a definite major purpose. Control your thoughts, overcome fears, create habits that harness hypnotic rhythm, and remember that failure is not permanent. You have the power to choose between being guided by faith or allowing fear to overtake you.
We're keen to hear your thoughts on our content. Feel free to share your opinions or recommend books in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Business Book Summaries and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest summaries. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.